we present DistanciAR, a workflow for authoring site-specific AR experiences for remote environments. Most AR authoring tools only allow designers to create experiences for their current environment, like adding a virtual table and chairs to an empty room. However, more and more designers need to create AR experiences for a remote environment due to travel restrictions. This is challenging due to the disconnect between designers' physical context and the remote environment. For example, if designers create an AR experience for a remote living room from their office, it is often hard to navigate and locate objects. In DistanciAR, we first capture a remote environment using a LiDAR-equipped tablet. We generate the texture for the 3D scan by projecting pixels and using pyramid blending. A typical approach to remote AR authoring would be to import the scan to 3D software like Blender and add additional objects to the scene. But as you can see, current solutions do not provide an AR-like experience, and users often have trouble creating. With the scan of the remote environment, the DistanciAR workflow provides a tablet-based authoring interface for designers to create AR experiences at another location. Once the creation is complete, viewers can go back to the remote site and consume the created AR experience in situ. Our baseline interface simulates the experience of using in-situ AR authoring tools. In this portal mode, designers can see a 3D visualization of the captured environment even if they are physically at another location. They can walk around and place virtual objects such as a couch and move it next to the wall. They can also put a table in the middle as if they are on site. We conducted a formative study by asking 5 participants to furnish an empty kitchen in a dormitory. We collected their feedback to identify challenges when they were using the baseline authoring interface. We found that in a successful system for remote AR authoring, authors should be able to freely navigate a large remote environment in a small physical space, understand the layout and appearance of the remote environment, and experience their creation as if they were using AR on site. We need to improve the baseline system to address these issues. We incorporate a new dollhouse mode to enable free navigation in a small physical space. We incorporate a new peek mode to help designers better understand the remote environment. We keep the baseline portal mode to allow designers to experience their creation as if on-site. In the dollhouse mode, designers can transition to a bird's eye view from the first-person view. They can keep adding objects in the dollhouse mode with a better understanding of the entire space. They can move the avatar to a corner in the room and transition to that location to examine the added virtual objects. The peek mode brings designers' viewpoint to the closest one with the captured image, so they can examine how objects look in the real environment. They can move the tablet and retrieve a series of captured images that simulate their movement. The technical problem here is to choose a frame from the captured video given the current AR camera so that the retrieved frame most closely matches the AR view. We achieved this by minimizing the cost between the recorded view and the current AR view. We found mesh coverage to be the most robust metric to use to define the cost function. We evaluated the DistanciAR workflow with a remote user study. We recruited another 10 participants and asked them to furnish the empty kitchen. They used both the basic system containing only portal mode and the full system containing all 3 modes. Based on ratings of the 2 systems, we found that dollhouse and peek modes made it significantly easier for participants to understand and navigate the remote environment. For each participant, we visualized mode usage over time for the improved system. They still spent substantial time in portal mode, highlighting the importance of being able to experience the creation as if on-site. We found that participants frequently switched between portal and dollhouse modes to understand the space and refine the design. They also tended to use peek mode towards the end to validate the AR experience with captured images. In summary, our remote AR authoring workflow allows designers to keep creating no matter where they are physically. This will also encourage remote collaboration as working remotely has become a new normal. Thank you.